Shooting USA is brought to you by SnapSafe and the full line of Trek-Lite lockboxes. Affordable security for home or travel. Get 15% off with code SUSA15 at snapsafe.com.
In the 5th year of the AG Cup, the match has a new home at the Clinton House Plantation in South Carolina. And on day 3 of the match, as in years past, the field is cut to 15. There's 50 grand up for grabs, and the action starts now. As you would expect, the AG Cup is a match built for the elite. So none of these courses of fire will be what they call meatball stages. Stage 1 is known as Vortex, Big and Small.
This is stage 1, first stage of the day. It's out to 800 yards. MOA targets from 3 to 800. So it's pretty tight. It's sporty. No wind as of yet. And I hope we can get both squads through before the wind changes so we got some good fair conditions on this stage.
12 points possible, and the field makes the most of them.
Clay Blackadder, Oklahoma, 6'5" Creedmoor.
Matthew Caruso, Fort Worth, Texas, 6 BRA.
Austin Bushman, Oklahoma, 6mm Dasher.
Austin Orgain, Oklahoma, 25 by 47.
Ben Gossett, Warrenton, Missouri, 6 Dasher.
Chris Katalik from Spring, Texas, 6 Dasher.
I'm Andy Slade, MDT Pro Staff Shooter. I'm from Climax, Virginia, and I shoot a 6'5" Creedmoor.
Cale Harmon, United States Army Marksmanship Unit. I'm from Ellaville, Georgia, and I shoot a 6 GT.
Remember, the target sizes are 3 MOA and 1 MOA. And at the far pair at 800, the big one is 24 inches and the small one is just 8 inches. Here's the rest of the field.
Keith Baker, Uniontown, Ohio. Ice Rifles Chambered, 25-47 Lapua.
I'm Morgan King. I'm from Kaysville, Utah, and I shoot a 6'5" Creedmoor.
Jeff Gary, Chattanooga, Tennessee, shooting a 25 by 47 Lapua.
Ken Sanowski, Kennerdale, Pennsylvania, 6mm Dasher.
Kyle McCormick, Oklahoma, 6mm Creedmoor. Jimmy Moore, Colorado, 25 GT. Francis Colon from Grand Rapids, Michigan. I shoot a 6 Dasher.
The stage win will go to Francis. His clean run takes just over a minute, and the first $1,000 stage prize is his.
It went well. Starting off clean on 1 MOA targets, out to 800 yards is...
At the same time, stage 2 is running in the same lane, known as NRA Sports Critters for Cash. It's 6 animal-shaped targets from 2 positions for a total of 12 possible points. The long shot here is the pig target at 695. Clay Blackadder is first to shoot and first to clean stage 2. Matt Caruso is next in the order, and he will match Clay, but he will do it faster. Matt takes all 12 possible in 90.04.
Can't really say too much with everyone around, but got to see everything and keep it on target for a clean run. So I'm gonna start strong, stay strong.
Matt can't say much because there is a rule at the AG Cup: no sharing data or wind. Chris Katalik has his game plan locked in, and it pays off in another clean score for the stage. Just off Matt's pace, Chris goes 94.51. Final shooter to put up a clean score on stage 2 will be Andy Slade, and this run is a notice to the rest of the field. Andy is the only competitor to come off of stages 1 and 2 with all possible points. So the stage win goes to Matt Caruso, but the overall match lead belongs to Andy Slade. Caruso and Cologne are both $1,000 to the good. 8 stages remain. That's next. Shooting USA is brought to you by Hornady, celebrating 75 years of innovation in accuracy. Proud to be family-owned for 3 generations. We're back at the Clinton House Plantation and the Armageddon Gear AG Cup. Stage 3 of this final day is known as Foundation Stock's Long Range Field Fire. From the prone, competitors will run the troop line twice, near to far. The targets are all IPSC silhouettes, but they are slightly smaller than the full-size 18 by 24-inch targets. Even so, Jeff Geary will be first to clean the stage, taking all 10 possible.
In the very first AG Cup, we did the same stage, 9 to 1,300, 2 rounds, but the IPSCs were huge at that match, and very few people actually cleaned that stage. This is 5 years later, smaller targets, considerably smaller, same ranges, and it seems so much easier for these guys. That just shows you how much better these guys have gotten, how much better the sport has gotten, equipment, skills, everything. It's amazing.
Austin Orgain was at that first AG Cup and has certainly ridden the rising tide of skill and equipment improvements over the last 5 years. Austin will clean stage 3 in just under 90 seconds and claim the $1,000 stage prize.
Long stage, pretty tough stage. There's going to be a little bit of wind out there, so that's a little bit of a confidence builder. Maybe I can get some momentum going now, and I kind of need it.
Right next door is stage 4, loopholed tank traps. A bank of 5 targets set right at 700 yards. The shapes are a challenge, but so are the required positions on the tank traps. Some of the competitors are opting to bring a tripod for rear support. Best performance among the tripod group comes from Ken Sinoski, 11 of 12 in just under 95 seconds. Chris Katalik approaches stage 4 with just his trusty game changer and a solid kneeling position. And as you can see, the recoil from his rifle is almost undetectable. Chris's straightforward approach earns him 11 of 12 possible in just over 86 seconds.
I was a little surprised, I'll be honest with you, when I got on the gun. Targets in the reticle with exactly how small they were. So I dropped one shot, but I feel like that's really going to be a good score on this.
Well, Chris, your feeling is right. That is good enough for the stage win and $1,000. 4 competitors now have stage money. Andy Slade is still the overall leader. Stage 5 will see just about the entire field drag a tripod in for rear support. This is the Armageddon Gear Gate. 3 very tight targets running out to 582 from 4 positions on the farm gate. Of the field of 15, 1 shooter will end up running half the AG gate without a tripod. Cal Harmon brings in a low setup for the low positions, but in the high positions, he's forced to ditch it. Even so, this stage will be strong for him. Cal takes 10 of 12 possible. So far, the best score on this stage is a 10, but defending AG Cup champ Ben Gossett is about to change that stat. With a tripod for rear support and a forward plate and plate bag, plus a game changer just in case, Ben works through the 4 positions and takes 11 of 12 possible. Good enough for the stage win and the money. Right next door is stage 6, the Ultimate Ballistics Farm Truck. 3 positions and a similar challenge to the AG Gate in terms of targets.
Again, about 1 MOA size target, so shooting the same direction, same size target, and it's pretty sporty for these guys. It really is. Some guys are making that call. This is a field fire for the rest of the day, so guys get that first hit, they're going to be a lot better off than the guys that are guessing as they keep moving farther out downrange. So it's a good stage, very fair, and we're going to see some separation right here.
Tom has it right. Stage 6 will shuffle the leaderboard. And there will be only 1 clean score for the course of fire. Morgan King has been back in the pack all morning, but this stage will be all his. The only clean 12 for 12 and the 1,000 that goes with it.
Yeah. Finally won a stage. Woohoo! Tell me about it, Morgan. Well, you know, it's super easy, barely even an inconvenience. And I don't know if it's me or just luck, but it's probably luck, you know?
6 of 10 stages down, $6 grand in stage money paid out so far, and Andy Slade is still out front. We'll run down the final 4 stages next.
The 22 Advanced Rifle Cartridge easily outperforms all other 22 caliber cartridges in its class, producing 22 250 performance in an AR-15 platform. The 22 ARC is engineered to take full advantage of the most aerodynamic 22 caliber bullets. This means tighter groups, increased accuracy, and an exceptional shooting experience. 22 Advanced Rifle Cartridge from Hornady.
The final 4 stages await the finalists at the Armageddon Gear AG Cup, and the courses of fire are not getting any easier.
7 and 8. Field fire style, again, keeping with the first ones. 1 is a fixed distance tree targets. They're a little bit smaller on average as far as MOA goes than stage number 8, which is more of a field file, work your way out. Again, there's not a target over a minute and a half here, so it's challenging. Wind is honking. Some guys are getting it right, some guys aren't, but it's going to be the same the rest of the day. There will be movement every single stage, and that's exactly what we want to see.
Stage 7 is the Utah Airguns Tree. 3 targets at 561 yards. The small one is a 6-inch square. Competitors must build 4 positions on the tree. 12 points are possible, and Andy Slade takes 9 of the 12. With Andy dropping 3, current second-place shooter and defending AG champion Ben Gossett now has a chance to close the gap. But stage 7 turns into a disaster for Ben. Only finding the target 2 times effectively ends Ben's chances to repeat. Best performance on stage 7 will come from Morgan King. 11 impacts in 78.34 is good for another $1,000 stage win.
Got sick and tired of losing.
Well, that's understandable. Next is stage 8, the Hornady 2-step barricade. 2 positions, 5 targets running out to 800 yards, 10 possible points. And this one is all Austin Bushman, taking 9 of 10 possible in 91.57, making him the 7th individual with cash for a stage win.
The targets were ridiculous small for the conditions right now and for the crop that we're shooting off of.
That's fine.
I decided to go with just a single bag and just try and break really good shots and see where it hit. I ended up being able to see really well off it, and it worked out.
Here are the standings with 2 stages to go. Andy Slade is in control, 7 points ahead of the tie at 2nd place. Stage 9 is Bartline Barrels Field Fire. 6 targets running out to 900 yards. Competitors shoot from the prone near to far, 1 shot each, twice. 12 points possible, and the first man up is Keith Baker, and he will go on to win this stage, taking 11 of 12 in 99.42 seconds. Andy Slade will continue his consistent lead from the front performance on stage 9, collecting 10 points with this last second impact, and maintaining his lead going into the final stage.
Total Hail Mary there, like had no idea what the dope was on that last shot because I could hear the timer counting down on my gun. Well, you know what? You can't hit a shot you don't take, so I held up a mill, sent it, center punch.
Here are the standings after 9 stages in the final. Andy Slade is in control, 7 points ahead of 2nd place.
Impact!
The final stage for the AG Cup is 3 passes through the Manners Stocks KYL rack, set at 550 yards. The small target is 4 inches. That's sub-MOA. And amazingly, there will be 2 who clean it. Clay Blacketer and Cal Harmon. And Cal will make this his standout performance for the match. He goes 3 times through the rack for 12 points in an astounding 46.55 seconds, earning Cal a quick $1,000. But the man everyone is watching now is Andy Slade. With Clay Blacketer already cleaning the stage, Andy needs a 7 to tie and an 8 to take the AG Cup and the $30,000 cash prize. Well, there's the 8. In the 5 years of this elite level match, Andy Slade is now the 5th to claim the AG Cup.
So last stage, ran 11 out of 12, ended up pulling out the win. Couldn't be happier for it. It was awesome. Old country boy get to win a match like this.
Thanks again for tuning into the Shooting USA YouTube channel. We hope you enjoyed the content. A couple of notes. Make sure you take advantage of SUSA15 at snapsafe.com. That's our discount code that saves you 15% on anything from SnapSafe, and that gets to be some big money when you start talking about modular safes and vault doors. Also, if you haven't done so already, please consider subscribing and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our new content. As always, a like and a comment helps us with that algorithm.